Hello paint friends, let's do some botanical doodles. I picked a really super easy one. Actually, all of them are kind of easy, but this one was pretty cool. Let's do this one first. I'm going to show you on paper, larger scale, because it might be easier to see. All we're doing is starting in the center and working our way out. I'm using Tombow markers. These are not very good for rock painting, but they're super cool for paper. So I thought it would be easier for you to see a larger line, and then we'll do it small scale in a rock. All you have to do here is just do simple small lines. Super easy. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. Not any flower is hardly at all, except for the dahlias in my yard. They're absolutely beautiful. But we're not doing symmetry and we're not trying to be perfect here. We're just doodling. That's what makes this so fun. Botanical doodles is so much fun. I used to do this a lot through various stages of art. I haven't done this yet on rocks until recently, and I kind of rediscovered this, and it's really been a joy, so I wanted to share this with you. So what we're doing here is we're just doing little bitty lines and we're building it up to make it thicker. And then we're just going to do that in the center, and that's how you get your center. No big deal, right? You saw me do that on paper, not a problem. My background here is 2 coats of white chalk paint and then Derwent Inktense pencils dried. And there you go. There's your background. Best pen for this is Thule Art Fine Liner pen. I'm going to show you here, but it's a little blurry. This is a 005, one of the very smallest. Reason I did this on paper is I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, but it actually turned out really well, so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm doing teeny tiny lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you're shaky, that's okay. Some of the little more scribbly ones are kind of my favorite. And sometimes I do that intentionally, so you don't have to have a perfectly steady hand, and you don't have to be accurate, and you don't have to be symmetrical. We're just doing little lines here. You all can do that. See where I did a little squiggly thing and it turned out really cool? That's what I'm talking about. This is simply just doodling. Flowers are sometimes symmetrical, but we're not going to worry about those. Symmetry gives me a migraine. I don't know about you guys, but symmetry is definitely not my friend in art. But as you can see here, I'm just doing the center part, and then I'm going to go around and get larger with my lines. I'm going to do larger petals that are showing behind the teeny small ones on the inside. This one kind of reminds me of like a carnation. You know how you get a whole bunch of teeny tiny small details, but there's a whole bunch of fluff behind the center, and that's just what we're working on now. So you can leave it like that, put some words around it, or let's keep building. The possibilities here are endless. You can do it however you want to. I just kind of stop when I'm happy with it. This one's kind of a really small one, so I probably won't use any words, but if you're doing this on like a shadow or a Santorini, you have plenty of room. This is a baby shadow, so I don't have a lot of room to do a whole lot of words. Maybe I'll add something in there, I don't know. We're just going around here, and of course you can jazz yours up by putting a couple little dots here and there. You can even grab your little white pen and add some little highlight dots or some shine. Check that out. You saw how long that took me. What was that, 4 minutes? Let's do up the center here and make it perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just doodling and having fun. If somebody finds this one, hopefully it'll make them smile, and that's pretty much what it's all about. The baby shadows I'm kind of hanging on to as little mini gifts, and here's 2 of the ones that I made plus the one I drew on paper. Make it your own, have fun, and always happy painting. Bye-bye.